Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every does. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic.
Siento que soy mala, porque no me aguanto drama de nada, y si viene.
A warm welcome to one and all present here at this wonderful venue and to all our online viewers. Hello, I'm Janmesh and we are all set here to start off with the commentary for the match Cargo CC versus Richmond. And the team Richmond has won the toss and opted to field first. The first over is already done and they have conceded only 2 runs till now. The bowling team is already having the upper hand in the game and it's Akshay and Abdul who are opening for the team Cargo CC, whereas it's Rohan up here for the second over. He has bowled 2 consecutive dot balls over here. He's looking for a wicket in the first over itself. And can he manage over here is something interesting to see here. And this time it's going straight, but no, the umpire thinks otherwise. He's still looking for the wicket, but one more dot ball out here. Third consecutive dot ball by Rohan. He hasn't conceded a single run till now. And in the last match, Rohan has taken 5 wicket haul. So it's a great opportunity for him over here, and he looks all set. He's looking pumped up to take 5 wicket haul again in this game. He's looking all set. He's looking fired, and this time they play for a single. Finally concedes a run after so long. Still 2 balls left. And again a dot ball. That brilliant delivery. Again with full potential of taking a wicket. Again he's looking for that 5 wicket haul. Let's look again and again is confusing the batsman, is streaking him, is tempting him to go for a big one and then get set and get into his trap. Abdul has already played 5 deliveries and hasn't scored a single run till now. This time flicks it into the gap, opted for a single, and they will complete it successfully. And now after the end of the second over, the score is 4 runs for no loss. But it is a power play going on. There are only two fielders outside the 30-yard circle. There is one at the long on, one at the long off. So I think this is the only time when batting team can take much risk as possible to set up a good target. And they should score according to the field setup. They should look for maximum runs out here. Go behind big runs. And it's Bharpur Singh back into attack for the second over. He has conceded only 2 runs in his first over, same like the previous bowler Rohan, and he's also looking for a wicket over here. All the bowlers of the team Richmond are trying to keep it very difficult for the team Cargo CC, but this time plays into the gap over the player, and this one goes all the way towards the boundary. And the first four of the match, of the innings, he pulled that one into the gap over the mid wicket, and a one bounce four. And now it will be interesting to see that what kind of a comeback can Bharpur make over here. And this time again a brilliant one. One with full potential of taking a wicket. There's a fielder already placed at the slip. is all set to grab. They're constantly keeping that pressure into the game. They're mounting up the pressure and just pushing the position onto the back foot with each and every delivery. This time, just a gentle push towards the point, but again, no run. Again, a dot ball. A nice comeback made by Bharpoor Singh after that boundary. Two consecutive dot balls here. Again, he does the same. One more dot ball. He's not letting him get runs. Abdul is finding it really difficult to score even a single over here against both the bowlers, Bahadur and Rohan. Let's look at that one again. A fuller one. And this time a flighted delivery. He drives it into the gap towards the covers. Will offer a single. Will they turn back for two? Yes, they have. And will they complete it successfully? Yes, they have. And again, this time they have turned back for the third one. And they will complete it. And there's an appeal. There's an appeal. But no, the umpire says he got inside the crease even before the stumping was made. So they have taken 3 runs from this one, and now by the end of the third over, the score is 10 runs for the loss of no wickets. Let's look that one again. He plays that one into the gap. There was a fellow trying to stop it with his foot, but he misses. And then he goes all the way chasing the ball towards the boundary, and till he chases the ball and throws it back, they will take 3 runs out here. And again, there was a chance of getting him out, but the players are so fit, both the batters out there, that they completed it even before it was been done. And again, a loud appeal, and the first one goes back, and here Rohan has given that huge blow to the batting side, and he has started his wicket thing again. In the last match, he got a 5 wicket haul, and again he has taken a wicket in this over, in his second over. His first wicket has conceded only 2 runs till now. He mounted up that pressure in the last over, and in the second on the very first ball, he does that what he was waiting for. A ball straight up on his pad, landing up straight into the stumps, and a wicket for his team. It's Vishal Soda, the new batsman, and starting on strike, looking at the field setup, is looking all set, is looking around. is looking at the gaps. Is looking to start with a boundary, but it's Rohan, the man in form, who got a 5 wicket haul in his last match, and again he has started up with his wicket thing in this match. And again there is an appeal, but no, the umpire says he was standing straight inside the crease. Let's see that one again. A brilliant delivery again. Straight inside the crease is grounded, and it's not a wicket. But again, we can see that Rohan's intentions are very clear about getting a wicket. Again, getting that 5 wicket haul. He's not here for 1 or 2 wickets. He's here for 5 wickets, or maybe more than that. And this time the batsman plays into the gap, but no run. A dot ball again. If it's Rohan, you're going to see dot balls again and again. And again, this time it keeps it little away from the batter. And again a dot ball, third consecutive dot ball after that wicket. He hasn't conceded even a single run in this over, in his second over. And overall, he has conceded only 2 runs till now. It's his second over going on. There are only 2 deliveries left, and he's making some changes in the field setup. And this time, a just gentle push into the gap, and again it was a good throw, but there's an overthrow now, and they will turn back for a second. It could have been a wicket, it could have been a run out, but they made a mistake. The throw wasn't perfectly placed, and 2 runs out here. Now, one last delivery off Rohan's over. Is looking for a dot ball again. Is looking to make a comeback, or maybe with a wicket. And as we can see, the bowlers are constantly rubbing the ball with a napkin as there's dew out there on the field. And now, after the end of the fourth over, the score is 14 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. And now it's Sanjay Dalvi into attack for the fifth over. I think the team Richmond has decided today that they are going to bowl maximum dot balls out here possible, because each and every bowler who is coming to bowl an over are bowling dot balls, back to back dot balls. And again, Sanjay does the same. Third dot ball of the over. Four balls done and has conceded just one run till now, just a single. And I think the Cargo CC team should take it seriously. They have scored just 15 runs till now, and that too with the loss of one wicket. It's really going to be difficult for them to set up a good target over here. This time he swings it hard into the gap through the point, and this one goes up rolling all the way towards the boundary ropes. A full second boundary of the inning in the fifth over. Let's see that one again. He flicked it into. He played that one into the gap through the point and all the way for a boundary. Again, Sanjay. All set for the last delivery, and again he plays it into the gap, perfectly placed, and this one goes up rolling all the way for a boundary again. Two back-to-back boundaries on the last two deliveries against Sanjay Dalvi, and now after the end of the fifth over, the score is 23 for the loss of one wicket. And it's Rohan back into attack for the last over of the power play, and he has done it again on the very first ball. He takes a wicket, he sends the batsman back, and what a pitch of delivery it was. And perfect sight for the bowler, perfectly placed, and a wicket on the very first delivery. And again, he's famous, he's familiar with taking wickets. He has taken 5 wickets in the last match, and again in this match he does the same. He takes wicket, second wicket of the game, again taken by Rohan, and is keeping the intent already set, already high in the game. And we can see that happiness in the team Richmond, those happy faces, that celebration. Let's see that one again, that classical delivery, straight placed, straight going towards the stump and knocked off. The bails blown away, and that ice cool celebration, not even celebrating, just walking towards his teammates, because he knows that he's not here for 1 or 2 wickets. He's here for 5 wicket all, or maybe more than that, more wickets. He wants to finish the game off early. He to play for 4 hours. He's going to send the team Cargo Cricket Club back to the pavilion as soon as possible. And now he's setting up the trap, moving the fielders around, and And now it's sort of the new batsman in on the strike, ready to face Rohan. Has already faced the ball and started off with the dot delivery here. Is looking at the field setup. Is looking into the gaps. Where can he find the gap to score a boundary or maybe score a single and get on the non-strike against Rohan? But again, a brilliant one. An impeccable delivery here by Rohan. Two back-to-back dot balls after that wicket. We have seen this before in the last over, and he's doing it again. Conceded only six runs till now. And played towards the covers, but again no use of that. The field has been perfectly placed, and again a dot delivery. Three consecutive dot deliveries. After that wicket, still two deliveries left. Can we see a wicket incoming in this over? The third wicket. Last two deliveries left of the power play. And this time he plays it into the gap towards the square leg, and he places that one for a boundary all the way towards the square leg. Perfectly placed into the gap and gets 4 runs. And again plays into the gap. Opted for a single. Will they turn back for two? No, they won't, because this one has went up all the way, running towards the boundary. Perfectly placed into the gap. There was a fielder chasing the ball, but no, the ball is much fitter, and he will cross the boundary first. And there's no need to run for that. No need to turn back for the second. This one has crossed the boundary first. And now, after the end of the sixth over, the power play overs, the score is 31 for the loss of 2 wickets. And as it is the end of the power play, now the captain can have more fielders outside the 30-yard circle. And it's Bharpur Singh back into the attack for the seventh over. And for his third one, started off with two back-to-back singles, and now a brilliant one for a dot delivery. flighted one. Again a dot ball. It's Vishal Soda on strike, looking for big runs. And this time he places it into the gap through the mid wicket and will go for a single. And now after the end of the seventh over, the score is 34 for the loss of 2 wickets. This time he takes it off for a full toss and places that one into the gap towards the square leg. And again, this one is going running towards the boundary, and they will get 4 runs over here. He takes it off for lower full toss and starts off the over with a boundary, and the disappointment on the bowler's face. After that, 4 on the very first delivery. And again a loose ball. He places that one straight. And just a single from this one. It's Abhishek Vichare into attack for the 8th over. He swings it hard. That one goes up huge. And going all the way sailing outside the boundary ropes. And the first 6 of the innings of the match. And again the disappointment on Abhishek Vichare's face. After that 6, second boundary of the over. First of 4 on the very first delivery, and now a 6 on the fourth delivery. Is looking in pressure. And Vishal Soda is trying to attack, trying to go against him, trying to attack him, and a dot ball is trying to make a comeback over here. And now one last delivery left of Abhishek Vichar is over. Vishal Soda looking confident, looking for one more boundary. This time places it into the gap, but again a dot ball. Two back-to-back dot balls by Abhishek Vachari to finish the over. And now, after the end of the eighth over, the score is 47 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. And now it's Milind Pawar into attack for the ninth over. Has started off with a single. Again, it's Vishal Soda on strike. Looking at the field setup. He's moving his eyes around. He's looking at the gaps. He's looking for big runs. He wants to set up a good total, but it's Milind Pawar. He's very precise with his bowling. He's not going to let him score big runs against him. And again a single. Constantly rotating the strike, keeping the scoreboard ticking. And again a brilliant one. Again is constantly taking those opportunities. Let's see that one again. That one left the batsman completely clueless, and that jump, that regret after that delivery of not getting a wicket, of finding himself unlucky over there. A brilliant one is leaving the batsman clueless. Is asking tough questions, and it's sort of on strike. Playing at 11 of 10 deliveries. And this time Millen is missing his line. A white ball out here. He needs to bowl this one again. An extra run out here for the opposition team. And with this white ball, it's 50 runs up for the team. It's 50 for 2 for the team Cargo Cricket Club. And a loose shot played towards the long on and will take a single. And now it's Vishal Soda on strike, ready to face the fifth delivery against Milind Pawar. Whereas Milind Pawar is still looking for his first wicket in his first over, is all set to grab as many as possible. And again, this time he tries to keep it away from the batsman, but bowling outside the wide guidelines and a white ball out here. Again, second white ball of the over. And he does it finally. He sends one batsman back, and third wicket of the match. Let's see that one again. Going straight into the stumps, blowing the bails off. And what a sight for the bowler. A delivery perfectly pitched and properly executed. And that celebration, that aggression after that wicket, that happiness on his face. Now he's looking much more confident. There's still one delivery left of his over. So it's going to be interesting to see. It's 52 for 3 now. And now, after the end of the ninth over, the score is 53 for the loss of 3 wickets. Now, one last delivery left. Oh, now one last over left before the drinks break. And it's Sanket Ranade, the new batsman, and drives it straight towards the long off and starts off with a single. There are two Sankets on the field right now. One is bowling, one is batting, standing there on the non-strike now after that single. One is looking for a wicket, whereas the other one is looking for big runs. The other one is looking for boundary. And now it's Saurabh on strike, playing at 12 of 11 deliveries. And a drive through the covers, opted for a single and a quick one. A quick one. Just to keep that momentum going on. Continue rotation of the strike. It's Sanket back again on strike, ready to face Sanket. Sanket going against Sanket. And he plays it high. It's huge. And that one goes up straight outside the boundary, sailing over. He perfectly timed it and sent it outside the ground. And that one went straight onto the roof. He's a tall man. He's got that power. And he has used it well. And that one went up straight against Sanket. And an overthrower here ends up giving 2 runs. Last 2 deliveries before the drinks break. And this time he plays it straight through the umpire, going straight down the ground. But there's the fielder who will stop it, and they will get just a single from this one. Last delivery left. It's 64 for 3 after 9.5. They're playing at the run rate of 6.51, and the projected score at the moment is 130. They really need to accelerate the innings if they want to set up a good total against Team Richmond. Last delivery, taking the run up, and he places it just into the gap through the third man, and that one ends up going all the way towards the boundary ropes. Let's see that one again. What happened actually? He placed that one into the gap, and there was no one placed. He found that gap properly and executed it for a boundary. And now after the end of the 10th over, the score is 68 for the loss of 3 wickets, and now it's time for the drinks break.
Se la pasan diciendo que soy mala, porque no me aguanto drama de nada. Y pues si vienes a mi cama, a mi cama, no me aguanto.
Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic.
Welcome back. At the halfway stage, the score is currently is 68 for the loss of 3 wickets. For Richmond, it is Sanjay Dalvi back into the attack. Another ball right on the length, a bit full, making the batsman stretch out for it to take a single. Drag this one back, a good length delivery, just nudged towards the mid on to get a single. A great delivery, put it a bit full, a good appeal, but the umpire thinks otherwise. We can see the pressure is building after the break. Before the break, they just started to accelerate, but right now, Richmond seem to get things back in control. And he's gone. You could see the pressure mounting, and you can see the result. A wicket for Richmond, and the fourth wicket is gone for Cargo. Taking it away from the hitting arc. Again, you can see it's in the air and he's gone. Brilliant execution, brilliant line, brilliant length. You could see the ball going away from the hitting arc and Sanket getting frustrated, hitting one in the air. And a good catch to take another wicket. And with this 5 wickets, half the batsmen in the shed now. There you can see the happy faces, a good catch and a good celebration. They know how important this wicket was. Sanket seemed in good touch and was timing the ball well, and this is a very crucial wicket in the course of the match. Again, another ball on the good length, and the batsman defends it. Sunil Sargar comes out to the crease. Pushed it a bit forward, gave the ball some good revs and some good flight, beating the batsman in the air. You can see a brilliant over unfolding here from Prathamesh. 4 deliveries and he's not conceded a single run. Has also taken a crucial wicket. Here we go, the fifth ball, slightly more flighted, giving the batsman time to put it into the gap for a single. Here we go, last ball of the over, another ball on the good length, a good cut shot into the gap. Can they get two? Yes, they will. They come back for two. A brilliant end to the over, a good over, 3 runs of the over, and a very important wicket. After 12 overs, the scoreboard currently reads 75 for the loss of 5 wickets. Here we go, Sanjay Ali back into the attack. First ball, brilliant flight, well played by the batsman, flicked it to long on for a single. Another brilliant delivery, perfect mixture of flight and length, giving the batsman no chance but to block it out. This one flatter through the air, beat the batsman for pace. The batsman going on the back foot and hitting it straight to the fielder for another dot ball. You can see a very crucial phase in the innings unfolding. Both the batsmen relatively new to the crease. With 12 overs gone, they need to accelerate. But at the same time, they've also lost 5 wickets, so that they need to keep in mind. And we can see Sanjay bowling a brilliant over, another brilliant delivery, good flight, good length, making the batsman reluctant to just block the over out. We can see Sanjay making some field adjustments. A fielder has come up on the leg side, and here we go for the fifth ball of the over. Another ball on good length, hits straight back at the bowler, but manages to get past the bowler onto the long off to get a single. Here we go. Last ball of the 13th over. Can he close out a good one? Again, good length. The batsman cuts it straight to the fielder. Another dot ball. End of a brilliant over from Sanjay Dalvi. Just 2 runs coming off of it with 4 dot balls. A good cut shot into the gap, and they'll get another single. At this point of the game, I feel the fielding side should bring in more fielders. The batsmen are both new to the crease. It's a very crucial juncture of the game, and letting them take easy singles will only help them build momentum. Prathamesh fired it in, a good cover drive but straight to the fielder. A good shot, a very fine sweep. The fielder chasing the ball but attempts in the boundary. Another boundary, a good start. They need to keep this momentum going if they want to post a good score. Here we can see the replay, a brilliant sweep shot right in the gap and a very crucial boundary in the context of the inning. Here we go, another sweep shot, another boundary. Brilliant acceleration from Sunil Sargar and Prathamesh seems to be in trouble now. Two back-to-back deliveries flighted on the off stump and two brilliant sweep shots. One to the left of the fielder and the next to the right of him. Here we go. Prathamesh coming in for the fifth delivery of the over. Another flighted one pulled it a bit short. Well placed, brilliantly placed into the gap. The fielder is chasing. Can he get there before the ball reaches the fence? He does brilliant fielding work, but the batsmen scramble back for 3 runs. Good, great cricket overall. Good bowling, a good shot, and equally good fielding. good shot to end the over, one run coming off it, and a great over for the batting side. 12 coming off that over. After the end of 14 overs, the score stands at 90 runs for the loss of 5 wickets. Sanjay Ravi back into that, and that's a brilliant shot to start off the over. The six of the very first ball. Waited on the ball and a brilliant shot of the back foot. Hit the middle of the bat and it's gone all the way. A brilliant start to the over, and we can see the last six over, and we're in for some fireworks. That six seems to have rattled the fielding side. We can see a lot of fielding adjustments with the batsman feeling as calm on the crease as he ever could. Sanjay Dalvi back into the attack. Great delivery, a brilliant comeback. Good length delivery, leaving the batsman completely outfoxed him. A brilliant comeback and a great answer to the six on the first delivery. Slighted delivery, goes for the hoik, doesn't get the middle of the bat, and the fielder on long on stops the ball, restricting the batting side to just a single. Taking strike now is Sunil Sarkar, currently batting at 13 runs after facing 9 balls. Great delivery, it's lofted in the air. Can the fielder get there? There seems to be some confusion regarding the outcome, but the umpires finally signaled a foul. A brilliant shot, and Cargo CC seem to be moving forward with the game. Second boundary of the over, and pressure is palpable on Sanjay Dalvi right now. Here we go, fifth delivery of the over. Brilliantly played, a very deft touch to the fielder for a great single. Sensible batting here, taking a run after a boundary, not getting overpowered by the emotions and going for another big one. last ball of the over and a good ball to end the over. An expensive over, but a good end to that with a dot ball. With that, Sanjay Dalvi completes his spell, 4 overs, 1 wicket, and 27 runs conceded. Overall, a brilliant bowling effort from his side. Let's take a look another look at the four that was hit right now. You can see a brilliant stride coming onto the front foot, a brilliant bat flow, and the ball goes for the boundary. Now Milind Pawar back into the attack. He took a brilliant wicket in his first over and is now back to stem the flow of the run. You can see him making some shrewd fielding adjustments and he looks all set to take another wicket and stem the flow of runs here. Here we go. First delivery of the over. Batsman advances, he lofts it in the air. Will the fielder get there? Oh, that's a brilliant effort. But however, he could not stop the ball and the ball goes all the way for six. Apologies, there was a brilliant catch. We were mesmerized by the effort. It seemed to go for six, but the fielder plucked it out of thin air. Brilliant wicket, and Millen is back and he's back with a bang. Here we can see the replay. It was a good shot, however, the fielding effort was so good. Look at that. He just plucked it out of thin air. A brilliant and splendid effort from the fielder there. One-handed stunner there from the fielder. And it was much needed to take a wicket and stem the flow of runs here. A brilliant catch taken by Prathamesh Parle. He makes amends for his expensive last over. Let's see that one in the replay. A brilliant shot for six, completely changing the momentum here. Look at that. A brilliant bat swing straight over the fielder. There was nothing the fielder could do there. A brilliant strike to change the momentum back to the batting side. A good comeback from Millen, the ball hitting the batsman's pad and resulting in another dot ball. Here we go, the fifth ball of the over. It has been an up and down over. Let's see where this over goes. A hoik from the batsman gets it past the 30-yard circle, but there's a man at the back to restrict the batting side to another single. 8 runs of the over so far and a wicket. Last ball will be crucial in determining how this over goes as concerned for the batting side or for the bowling side. Millen making some field adjustments, ensuring that the fielder fine leg comes in a bit and ensures that it's a bit more final than it was earlier. There we go. Last ball of the 16th over. It goes down the leg side and he'll have to bowl that again. That's an extra run for the batting side here. Here we go. Once again, Millen loads up for the last ball of the 16th over. A brilliant ball right on the money. A good defense from the batsman to deny a wicket as Millen ends his second over and yet another successful over for him. After the end of the 16th over, the score would currently read 101 runs for the loss of 6 wickets. 111 runs for the loss of 6 wickets. Here we go. Bharpool Singh back into the attack as we begin the death stage of this inning. A good ball on good length and the batsman tucks it away towards mid wicket for a fine single. Brilliant flighted delivery turning towards the offside. The batsman has played it along with the spin. A misfield but a good recovery to restrict the batting. He was just one run here. That one was fired in quicker than the previous two balls and the batsman able to flick it towards long on for another single. A good start to this over for either side. Neutral over so far with three singles coming off the first three innings. Oh, that was fired short. A misfield from the keeper, but the batsman not able to scamper across for a single. A dot ball and the over seems to be heading towards the bowling side. Bharpool Singh providing just 3 runs of the first four with deliveries of the score. That's a brilliant delivery that has gone up in the air. Can the fielder get before the ball? No, he can't. A brilliant delivery. The batsman was completely outclassed there, but it seems to be his lucky day as the ball lands between three converging fielders. Last ball of the over coming up. This has been a brilliant over so far in the context of the bowling team. Here we go. Bharpool Singh with his last ball of the 17th over. Great delivery again. Good flight, good length, good turn, and good fielding here to ensure that the ball remains a dot ball. At the end of the 17th over, the scoreboard currently reads at 115 runs for a loss of 6 wickets. With that, Bharpool Singh ends his spell, providing only 5 runs in his last over, ending his tally with 15 runs to his name after 4 overs. A very tidy and economic spell in the context of the game, ensuring that the batting team could not get the momentum going. Tamesh back into the attack. The first ball lofted over his head, but just for a single. As we move towards the last 3 overs of the game, it will be extremely crucial for the batting side to get some quick runs here. With the batting side 6 wickets down with Prathamesh into the attack, they need to put the pressure on Prathamesh. Oh, here we go. The keeper, it's gone through everything. The batsman missed it, the keeper missed it, and it's gone for 4 byes. You've got to feel for Prathamesh there. A brilliant delivery from him. Outfoxed the batsman completely. Unfortunately, it was so good that it outfoxed the keeper as well. This is the over that Cargo CC need to go big. Prathamesh is already under visible pressure. With a big over from him in this previous over and the first 2 balls going for 5 runs here. Kunal Verma needs to take his chances in this over. Fired in, short ball, he's lofted that into the gap, but there's a fielder there. Oh, they're pushing for a second run. It's brilliant running between the wickets as they complete the second run. It's extremely crucial for Cargo CC that Kunal Verma remains on strike. He seems well set and well poised for a good finish here. Here we go, he's lofted that in the air, but again, just a single. Good fielding there on the long on boundary. Great delivery, good flight, but that's gone in the air. Can it clear the boundary? Yes, it has. A great maximum, very crucial boundary for this batting side. A brilliant strike from Manoj here. Waited for the ball to come in his arc and dispatched that with absolute disdain. Last ball of the over here. Can Prathamesh end it out well? Good delivery outside the off stump. Kept it away from the hitting of the batsman, restricting them to just a single. With that, the over comes to an end, and after 18 overs, the scoreboard reads 130 runs for 6 wickets. A decent recovery from the batting side, considering the fact that they were slow off the start.
It's Rohan back into the attack for his last over. And it goes up huge. It's Kunal and gets collected. One more batsman going back. It's Kunal Verma who has been departed. It's the seventh wicket going down. It's 131 for 7 now. And let's see that one again. He swinged it hard. Then got the distance. He didn't deliver it where he wanted to and gets collected. The fielder fumbled but then collects it well. And maybe that happiness or that fear that what if he would have dropped it. But nevertheless, it's 131 for 7 now, and Rohan gets his third wicket. And he is stating it again very clearly that he is here for wickets. 3 wicket haul done, and now there are still 4 deliveries left. Can we expect one more wicket or maybe two more wickets coming in this 4 deliveries? It's Sunil Singh, the new batsman, in walking towards the strike, looking all set, stretching his arms, and it's going. But Rohan is looking much more confident. He's looking for his fourth one. He's looking for his fifth one, and looking all set. Whereas Sunil marking up his stance, and this was an important wicket. The batsman who was set. And now it's Manoj Shetty back on strike, playing at 11 off 9 deliveries. And it's Rohan again, ready, taking up the run up. And flicks it off into the gap towards the square and will take a single. It's again Sunil back on strike, 1 of 1. And it's Rohan who is looking to trick him, looking to get him into the trap. And this time it tries to keep it little away from the batsman and end up bowling outside the wide guidelines and a wide ball out here again. And now 2 balls left of this over. Sunil looking confident, but it's Rohan into attack. And again a brilliant one. Is completely leaving the batsman clueless. Is tricking him. Is trying to get him and send him back. One last over of Rohan. One last delivery left of his spell. And again, keeps it away this time again, but a legal delivery to end the over. And now, by the end of the 19th over, the score is 134 for the loss of 7 wickets. And Rohan has ended up his spell and he has conceded only 17 runs, whereas he has taken 3 wickets down. He has sent back 3 important batsmen back, and that's the reason that it's just 134 right now at the end of the 19th over. And now it's Milind Pawar back into attack for the third over. He has also taken 2 wickets till now and has conceded only 15 runs. He has conceded wicket in both of his overs, and now he is here for his third over, looking for one more wicket in the last over. Can he manage to get one more? That is the question, and we'll look out for that in this over. Let's go. And he plays it into the gap over the mid wicket. This one is going towards the boundary. Will it finish it? No, the ball stops just before the boundary ropes. The batsman will find himself unlucky over here for not getting a boundary, but they will run 3 runs over here, and that is aggressive running between the wickets, turning ones into twos, twos into threes. And Milind has started his over in a little expensive way of getting 3 runs on the very first delivery. And again he swings his hard, a brilliant one, going straight off, refusing the batsman. Could have went straight into the stumps, could have got him one more wicket, but Milind finds himself unlucky over here. He swinged it hard, he was straight outside the crease and could have been a wicket. And that regret straight after that delivery. And again this time they run for byes. And the umpire signals leg byes this time. With Sunil Singh back on strike. Menon still looking for his third wicket in his third over. Continue the momentum, continue the ritual of taking a wicket in every over. Whereas it's Sunil Singh on strike, looking confident, looking to go all out on the last two deliveries. And again, an odd one. And Manoj went up for a run way too before even the shot was played. And here, Milind collects it, and the run out has been done here. One more batsman goes back. 139 for 8. We can see that one in the replay. He ran before He was in too hurry to take the strike for the last delivery, and I guess that is the thing what costed him his wicket. There's no need of doing this. And now he's going back all the way, taking a long walk back to the pavilion. And now it's new batsman in Sitesh standing on the on-strike just to take a run, maybe. Or maybe Sunil Singh is looking for a boundary, not for a run. All set for the last delivery of the innings. Milind going, taking the run up. And this time is missing his line, a wide ball again. And we need to wait for one more delivery to finish this inning. And again, the umpire signals wide delivery. It happens again. He's trying to keep it away from the batsman. He's trying to make the dot ball, but he's ending up giving out extra runs here. A bowling white ball. He just needs to believe in himself and get that one. And he plays it straight, and again the same thing happens. The same way the second wicket in this over goes. Let's see that one again. A flighted delivery, he plays it straight, again Milind collects it, and again the same mistake done by the non-striker, and one more run out done by Milind over here in the last over. And now the target for the team Richmond is 140 runs, and they need to chase it down within 20 overs to win this match.
Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic. Get ready to witness the next chapter. Power, passion, purpose. Every second counts. Every move matters. The wait is over. It's gonna be unstoppable. Let's unleash greatness and let the battles begin. Catch the live action on Sports Magic.
pasan diciendo que soy mala, porque no me aguanto drama de nada. Y más si vienes a mi cama, a mi cama. No me aguanto. Mala fama, se la pasan diciendo que soy mala, porque no me aguanto drama de nada. Y más si vienes a mi cama, a mi cama.
And here we are all set to start off with the run chase. It's Richmond team chasing the 142 run target and has started off with the boundary here. It's Manoj Shetty into attack for the first over, but it's Prathamesh Patil on strike. He's all set, he's confident, and he's looking here. And this time he directs the ball again into the gap as he got that boundary. No, he'll take just a single this time. Rohan, now Rohan on strike. Looking all set, looking confident, looking around, looking at the field setup, and that's Manoj Shetty still figuring out how to stop these batsmen today, how to send them back to the pavilion as early as possible, because they both are looking all invested, all in set to chase that total down as early as possible. And he flicks it off into the gap, two with the fine. There's a fielder plays, and some sort of miscommunication happened between them. It was Prathamesh who already opted for the run, who almost ran half the pitch, but he had to go back and he finds himself lucky over there that there was no one there to send him back, to get him run out. And a dot ball now by Manoj Shetty. And there's an appeal, but no, Rohan isn't going on a duck. He's here to score big runs, and he's looking all set. He's just looking for that one moment, that one touch, that one chance where he can get that momentum, that one boundary, maybe to start the innings. Whereas Prathamesh on the non-strike is reenacting the shots which he played. And he takes the ball straight, went up, goes high, but gets collected. And a huge blow to the batting side. It's Rohan who's been departed in the very first over. It's Manoj Shetty who gets him, who makes a comeback by bowling two back-to-back dot balls and then mounting up that pressure over Rohan and setting up a trap over here for him. He played that one straight, played that one high, but then got the distance enough to cross the boundary. And there was a fielder standing at the mid-off. He collects it well, and the first wicket goes down. It's 5 for 1 now. And it's Bharpoor Singh, the new batsman in. And now after the end of the first over, the score is 137 runs. And now after the end of the first over, the score is 5 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. It's Sunil Singh into attack for the second over. It's Prathamesh Padil who flicks it off into the gap. Wants to turn back for a second, but no, they won't turn back for a second. And now after the single, it's Prathamesh back on strike, playing at 6 off 3, playing at a strike rate of 200. And again it happens. Again, what everyone was waiting for. That shot played into the gap, perfectly placed through the third man, and it goes all the way up to the boundary. Again Sunil, and it's again Prathamesh Patil who is playing that. And he steps out this time, plays that one over the covers. It is going all the way, but no. There's a fielder who will stop it, but they will turn back for the second. And the fielder makes a mistake over here, and the batsman will get rewarded with a boundary here. And it's none other than Prathamesh Padil. Let's see that one again. What happened actually? He plays that one again into the gap through the third. There was a fielder who tried to stop it, but no. Destiny is all set to give Prathamesh all what he wanted today, and he wanted that boundary. And the player, the fielder who was standing there at the goal makes a mistake, and that one ends up going all the way towards the boundary ropes. And again, second boundary of the over. And this time plays it straight to the non-striker, but no run from this one. And now after the end of the second over, the score is 17 runs for the loss of one wicket of Rohan. And now let's have a look at the wicket of Rohan. What happened actually in that one? He played it straight, he played it loose, it went up high, but again then got distance to clear that player off and gets collected at the mid off. And a huge blow to the batting side. And that celebration going on that in the cargo team, cargo CC, they very well know that how important this wicket was. At 17 for 1 now. And flicks it off into the gap over the mid. And again, this one has went up, sprinting towards the boundary ropes. Let's see that one again. Perfectly placed and amazingly executed because he just nailed that gap, perfectly placed it, and got those 4 runs, rewarded with it. And there's a loud appeal, and the hand goes up. And guess who has been departed? It's Bharpoor Singh, who has to go back, who has been sent back by none other than Manoj Shetty. The man who got a wicket in his first over has got one more in his second over now, and he has sent one more batsman back. It's again happening, back on a loop. It's Prathamesh who is going against him, scoring a boundary against him, then taking a single, non-striker coming on strike, and then Manoj does his job. He sends that batsman back home and make him pays for the thing what Prathamesh is doing, scoring boundaries against him. So it's 21 for 2 now, and the required run rate at the moment is 6.38. Manoj Shetty again taking the run. It's Jai Bohit, the new batsman, in standing on strike, and again, there's a loud appeal, a strong appeal here, trying to convince the umpire, but no, he thinks otherwise. Let's see that one again. What happened actually there? Because it was a strong appeal by both the bowler and the keeper. That one ended up straight going towards his path, but no. Umpire says it's not going towards the wicket. It wasn't hitting straight onto the pads. And it drives it straight. And now, after the end of the third over, the score is 21 for the loss of 2 wickets. It's Rahul Soda into attack for the fourth over. Prathamesh Patil on strike. A flighted delivery. He plays it off straight towards the covers. And a dot ball here. And again, he cuts that one into the gap towards the third. But bowler has been very clever. He's tricking the batsman continuously. He's making him play that fall shot. It's tempting him to go for a big one. But Prathamesh is not going to do that. He's not going to play according to you. He's all said. He's perfectly invested into the game. He's looking for those big runs, but is not going to get into your trap. And this time he tries to flick it off, but this one goes up huge. And a huge blow to the batting side. And let's see that one again. And let's see that one again. He tried to flick it off with that one and it just going high towards the third man and then getting collected. And one more blow to the batting side and then that celebration. Rahul Sodha getting appreciated over there. Prathamesh Padil going back. It's 21 for 3 already within the power play. It's and it's Rahul Soda looking for one more wicket in this over. Will he be able to manage one more? He has that ability of getting one more here. And this time the batsman directs it into the gap through the third and then all the way going towards the boundary ropes. Prathamesh Parle hitting a boundary on the very first delivery. Giving a good start to his team, creating that hope, making his teammates believe in him because everyone knows that what can he do here if he stays on the strike for a longer duration. But obviously Rahul is not here to make Prathamesh the hero and he'll definitely try to get him as soon as possible. This time he directs the ball into the gap through the point and this one again going all the way ending up towards the boundary ropes. Let's see that one again. What happened over there? He properly directed it, perfectly placed into the gap, all the way going, running towards the boundary ropes, and then ending up towards boundary ropes and a four over there. Two back-to-back boundaries by Prathamesh Parle. Is definitely a star batsman for his team, playing at 8 of just 2 deliveries, but what if Rahul makes a comeback over here? What if he gets him? What if he sets up a trap over here for him? The keeper is moving the fielders around and maybe helping Rahul to get one more here. And a single to finish the over. And now, by the end of the fourth over, the score is 30 runs for the loss of 3 wickets. Played into the gap, directing it towards the third man, and again, Prathamesh Parle does the same thing. Back again. Is all set. Let's have a look again at that one. That shot played perfectly taken, perfectly placed into the gap, going all the way towards the third man, the boundary ropes, and then clears it. He does this for his team. And he's doing this against the batsman Manu, and he's doing it against the bowler Manoj Shetty, who has already taken 2 wickets, so has already sent 2 batsmen back. But Prathamesh here is to serve the purpose. Again plays towards the third man and goes for a sneaky risky single here. Not a much needed one, but just to keep the momentum on going. Constantly trying to make opportunities, constantly trying to find out the gap and trying to play into the gap to get those big runs out there and to make this run chase look even more easier. And now the team Richmond requires 107 run in 94 deliveries. It's still looking quite comfortable for the team Richmond, but the team Cargo Cricket Club is not here to make it look comfortable for them. They're definitely going to create obstacles for the batting team. And now it's Jai Bohir into the attack, still looking to open his account. And a brilliant one, a brilliant delivery by Manoj Shetty here, leaving the batsman completely clueless. And now it's here Prathamesh Parley walking towards the batsman Jai Bohir, maybe to give him some advice. What can he do? How can he face Manoj Shetty, the wicket-taking bowler for the team Cargo Cricket Club, has already got two batsmen, sent two batsmen back, was looking confident, maybe the man in form for the Cargo Cricket Club. And this time it drives it crisp drive through the cover. There's a fielder chasing it. Will the boundary cross the line? Yes, it will. And 4 runs from this one. Let's have a look at it again, cause this was a masterclass. Prathamesh perfectly guided him. Maybe an advice, and he does it perfectly. Played into the gap, through the covers. If there is a fielder chasing the ball, but no use of that, cause the ball will win the race. And here we get a first boundary from Jai Bohir to open the innings. Manoj Shetty all set for the last delivery of the over, of his third over. Flighted one, and the umpire signals no ball, and it's time for a free hit now. And we are all set to look what happens. And umpire has signaled one for the over, and we are all set to look what can Joy Bohir do on this ball, on this last delivery, on this free hit. It's 42 for 3 already. It's 100 runs needed in 91 balls, but this ball is going to be special. It's Jai Bohir on strike, has got only one boundary till now, and now it's his time to score as maximum as possible. It's Prathamesh Parley over there at the non-strike having a discussion out there with the umpire. Maybe he had some doubt regarding the batting or the field setup, maybe. And now Jai Bohir all set to face the last delivery of Manoj Shetty's over, whereas Manoj Shetty is all set, looking to knock him off. And he swings it hard, it's in there, going up all the way over the mid-on fielder for a boundary. And a beautiful one, perfectly placed. And after the end of the fifth over, the score is 46 for the loss of 3 wickets. Let's see what happened on that last one. He played up straight, Straight towards the long on, and then a one bounce four. And now, after the end of the fifth over, the score is 46 for the loss of 3 wickets. And now, one last over of the power play. Prathamesh Parle all set on strike, playing at 14 of just 5 deliveries, looking confident. And he pulls it off this time, straight through the fine, going up all the way towards the boundary ropes, and he will get it. He will get what he wanted. Is not here. And look at this one again. He pulled it into the gap through the fine, and then all the way going towards the boundary ropes. A beautiful shot play. And Kunal has been welcomed with a boundary by Prathamesh Parle, playing at 18 off 6, playing at the strike rate of 300, and again plays it off into the gap through the point, and again he does the same. Again he's doing it consistently. Let's see that one again. Perfectly plays into the gap through the point and ended up all the way towards the boundary ropes. And a four here. Two consecutive boundaries to welcome Kunal. And this time he turned it away for a single. And he has got back the man in form on strike, playing at 23 off 8. It's 86 runs needed in 85 deliveries for the team Richmonds to win this match. And this time again pulls it off into the gap. And that boundary to finish the over, to finish the power play. Let's have a look at it again. The last delivery of the over of the power play flicked it perfectly over the fine leg fielder, and that one went up straight into the gap, sprinting towards the boundary, and will get rewarded with 4 runs. And now, after the end of the sixth over, the score is 60 runs for the loss of 3 wickets. And it's sort of into attack for the seventh over. The new bowler in is all set to bowl his first over and has started off with a single over here. And now it's Prathamesh Parle back on strike, playing at 27 off 9, playing a furious knock. And again plays into the gap, but there's the fielder who will stop it. But no, he just made a mistake over there. He just fumbled. And that one ended up all the way for a boundary. Let's have a look at it again. He pulled it off into the gap. That one went up straight towards the square. There was a fielder placed over there, chasing, not chasing, but all said they're standing over there to chase the ball. But he fumbles, and that one ends up going all the way to the boundary ropes. And now it's Saurabh who bowls that one flighted, and Prathamesh places it perfectly again. Perfectly placed. And that full toss delivery going up straight all the way towards the boundary rope, and umpire has signals no ball, and now it's time again for the free hit. And again that full toss, he plays it high, it's in the air, went up huge, and that fielder drops the catch. It could have been that moment, but obviously there was no use of that as it was a no ball, but still. Let's see that one again. Took it for a full toss, sent it up high, in the air, went up huge, and gets dropped. There's a fielder again chasing the ball. They will stop it, and again, again, 2 runs from this one, 2 runs from the last one, 2 runs from this one. They're keeping it high. They're literally making each and every run count. They're trying to chase it down as early as possible. They're keeping the intent in the game. They're trying to keep it high. And again they have turned back for a second. And now, after the end of the seventh over, the score is 76 runs for the loss of 3 wickets. And Prathamesh Parle has already reached 41 runs of just 15 deliveries, and is just 9 runs away from his 50, whereas his Team Richmond, requires 66 runs in 78 deliveries. I'm hoping that they are looking to chase it down as early as possible, because the way both the batsmen out there on the field are chasing it, they're definitely looking for a quick run chase. They're not here to spend much time here out there on the field, but to chase it down and take the win home. And it will be interesting to see that can the team Cargo Cricket Club can make a comeback again, because the way they were getting wicket at the start of the game, first wicket, then again second one, then third one, but for a longer duration now, they haven't got a single wicket till now. So can they manage a wicket over here? Maybe in this over, or maybe before the drinks break. It's something interesting to see, because that can be the game changer. And it's Jai Bohir on strike now, looking all set, looking confident, looking around the field setup, looking confident. Flicked it off into the gap, and this time it's not Prathamesh. Let me remind you this. It's it's Jai Bohir who has done this one, who played this shot into the gap. Let's see that one again. He perfectly directed it, and then going all the way, all the way, all the way, running towards the boundary ropes. They both are very clear with the kind of game they want to pursue today. They want to end it up early. They're starting each and every bowler from the start itself, and it's no one, not a random bowler. It's Rahul Soda into attack for his second over. The person who got a wicket in his first over is back for his second, but they're very clear. They're very clear that they're going to push each and every bowler onto the back foot. They're looking really confident today. It's just 62 runs needed in 77 balls, and if they keep on playing like this, 66 runs is not too far to chase it down. And again played into the gap through the covers, but no, there's a fielder down there, and he will chase it down. And just a single from this one. And this time he just bends the out and directs the ball into the gap and goes for a single. This time played into the gap. There is a fielder trying to chase, but no use of that again. Because they have played it for a boundary. They're very clear with their intent. Let's see that one in the replay. Perfectly sliced into the gap through the extra covers and went up all the way straight up towards the boundary as it was directed perfectly there. And second boundary of the over against Rahul Soda, and it's again Joy Boher who has done this. He's at 21 now, playing at 13. At 21, playing off 13. My bad. And it's now just 56 runs needed. And again directs the ball towards the third man, but no use of that because a dot ball out here. And plays it straight through the covers. Taken one, and will stay with that. And there's an overthrow, and they will turn back for a second. They were all set looking for runs, as many as possible, and they have done that. They have showed that. And now, after the end of the eighth over, the score is 88 runs for the loss of 3 wickets. And now, the team Richmond requires 54 runs in 72 deliveries to win this match against the team Cargo Cricket Club, who are trying their best to stop them, but the team Richmond is just playing extraordinary today. Pulls it off this time towards the long on with Sunil Sargar into attack for his first over, and has started off his over with a single. And this time he directs that one into the gap, but there's a fielder who will stop it with his foot. It looks to be a footballer, but playing cricket over here today is very good with his footwork. Flicks it into the gap, and they opt for a single here. Plays it into the gap through the third, and then again he does it. It's Jaibo who is doing that. Let's see that one. Perfectly sliced into the gap through the third. He had an idea that there is a fielder in place, but he executed that gap properly, perfectly placed, and he does it. It's 28 for Jai Bohir now. Of just 17 deliveries, he swings it hard. It's in the air, and there's a fielder over there, but he will find himself lucky. Let's see that one again. Because it was a huge shot, beautifully played. He swinged it hard, it went up huge, and there was a fielder who was chasing the ball, running backwards, but he has given his best try. But it was a shot meant to be played for a boundary. And now it's 99 runs up for the team. Again, cuts it off into the gap towards the covers and will opt for a single. And with this shot, it's 100 runs up for the team. And now just 42 runs needed to finish this run chase off. And also the partnership of Prathamesh Parle and Joy Bohir has reached 79 runs of just 35 deliveries. They have literally made a comeback over here. They have turned the table, and they have turned it, and they are making it look way easier for the team Richmond to win the game today. But in the start, it was looking quite difficult when the bowlers of the team Cargo Cricket Club were trying to capture the market, to capture the game. A flighty delivery, swings it hard, straight over the long off, and then going all the way for a boundary. Let's have a look at it again. He swinged it hard, it went up high, straight over the long off, and then a one bounce four in between the two players. And it's none other than Joy Bower who's playing these shots continuously. And again, this time the bowler beats Willie. He tries to play it clever and he tricks the batsman. He tempts him to again go for a big one, but ends up giving a dot ball. Again swings it hard, it's huge in there. Has he got the distance? He has got for a boundary. A huge four. Let's see that one again. He swinged it hard. It went up huge. Really huge. And then going all the way towards the boundary ropes and getting that four, that much needed one. Second four of the over against Sanket Ranade, who is here for his first over, has bowled 3 balls till now and has conceded 8 runs. And that too by the same man, Joy Bohir, is accelerating his innings now. He's playing at 41 of 22, whereas on the non-strike it's Prathamesh Parle, who is playing at 44 of 18. Both the batsmen are nearing to their 50. It will be interesting to see that who will complete his 51st, because now it's very less runs needed. And again, he tried to swing it hard, and they will go for buys. They will go for extra runs out here. And we can clearly hear that the team Richmond uh, are cheering for both the batters out there, Prathamesh as well as Joy, and they're recommending them to don't go for each and every ball. Don't go behind each and every ball and try to hit it for a boundary. You can try to go for a boundary and then a single, a boundary, then a single to keep the strike rotating and keep the pressure light and not to lose a wicket by making a mistake. It can be a great suggestion for them, but right now, according to the game, it looks that both the batters are set well over there, and there was an opportunity made. It could have been a game turner. Let's see that one again. A flighted delivery, slightly slower. There was an edge. There was a fielder at the third, and it just landed up straight onto the grounds. And now, after the end of the 10th over, the score is 109 for the loss of 3 wickets. He swings it hard, and again there was an opportunity made. and we can hear his teammates shouting at him that play slowly, don't risk your wicket. They're asking him to just finish the game, don't come here early, we don't want you here. We want you to finish the game. We can see that one in the replay. It went up high, he went up for a boundary, and then it could have been a wicket. And again he plays it high, and this one lands up in the no man land area, and they have turned back for a second, and now they wanted for to turn back for a third, but no, Parley denied, and maybe a good decision because the throw was already been made, and now it's Parley on strike, playing at 46 of 21. Just 30 runs needed, and he plays it up high in the air. Has he got the distance? Yes, he has, and he has done it. He has completed his 50. That 50 straight up high, played that shot straight down the ground. Let's have a look at it again. He swung the tar, it went up huge, straight down the ground, going all the way into the trees. And again is doing the same, is doing that consistently. Let's see that one again. And he flicks that one in the air, going up huge high. And again he does the same. He's doing the same on a loop. 3 consecutive 6. And it's 130 already. It's 130 for 3. And just 12 runs needed now. 12 runs of 54. And Prathamesh has reached 64 now of 24. A flighted delivery. He takes it off straight, plays it straight down the ground, and this one goes up for a 4. Let's see that one again. He swung it hard, took it for a full toss, and sent it straight down the ground. There was a fielder chasing the ball, tried to stop it with his foot, but his footwork is not going to get into use today because it's both Jai Bohir and Prathamesh Parle. Both are there in form. The informed batsmen out there on the field. And again, that huge shot. It's in there. Has he got the distance? Oh, he gets collected. A huge blow to the batting side. It could have been a game finish done. He was looking for a boundary. He was just 4 runs away from his 50. He was trying to complete his 50, maybe with a 6, a boundary here, but finds himself unlucky and ending up giving up his wicket. And that celebration, that happiness on the bowler's face, but I guess it's a little too late to take his wicket. Not little, but literally too late, because he has done his job. Maybe he didn't completed his job, but definitely didn't. But he served his purpose. He scored 46, a blistering inning by Jai Bohir, and now it's Sanket Baswad, the new batsman in. and he plays it towards the long off, goes for a single, wanted to turn back for a second, but wasn't possible. Last delivery, maybe for a six, and to end that inning with a six, and a beautiful inning by Prathamesh Paleo here. He's playing a furious knock, batting at 65 of 25. And he swings it hard. It's Sanket this time. It has went up youth straight into the trees, and he has finished that game. He has taken that win home, and he has done the job. And it's Team Richmond who has won the game by 6 wickets. And a blistering innings by Prathamesh Parle as well as Joy Boyle. That important partnership from the perspective of the game, which help the team Richmond get back in the game and turn the tables back. And there we are, ending up. And let's see that last six, that winning six. He swings it hard, went to Pugh, sailing all the way over the boundary ropes, straight over the long on for a six. And here, with this six, the team Richmond has won the match with 6 wickets. And with this, your commentator Janmesh Kokade signing off, and it's the operator Fayaz as well as cameraman Satish and scorer Harsh. See you then in the next match. Bye bye.